Another Mastermind hit.
You are now watching Cannabis Live TV. Product reviews by Mastamynd. Interviews with licensed professionals. Patient interviews. Exclusive dispensary owner interviews. And don't forget, music by Mastamynd. Like and subscribe. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mastamynd here with 420 Live Ohio, and we're back. Happy Friday. Okay, see here. It says here I'm having some connectivity issues. Let me see what's going on with that. What's up, Michael? All right, let me get these comments turned on. Well, we can get this thing to cooperate here. Okay, it looks like my streaming quality is healthy now. And I'm still trying to get the comments to work. And for some reason, it's not. So let me see what we got going on here. Hey, what's up, Nuke? How you doing? Just waiting on everybody to get on here. If you're on Facebook, please say something in the comments. I'm trying to see if your comments is working. Let me go ahead and look at this again. It says it is, but when I look at the actual topic that it's showing on here, it's not there. So let's see. What's everybody medicating on today? Yeah, we got a lot to go over today on today's show. See, we got 3 people watching here on Facebook, but I ain't seeing y'all's comments. Wait, there goes somebody's comment. Is that somebody? Let's see. Ah, Jeffrey, hey, I see you there. All right, so it is working. Yeah, sometimes it's just really weird. I don't know why. But yeah, I see your comments now. Well, that's not, that was supposed to be hello. But that's not what came up on the screen here. And I noticed that, I'm getting this error about my speed here. I don't know why. Do the speed test. Still not seeing. Nope, I've got speed. Got the speed force here, so I don't know why it's saying that my system is doing poor, but anyway, what y'all medicating on? I'm trying to figure out why my comments ain't automatically coming up on the screen. But let me see. This could be the answer. Overlay 3. All right. Somebody type something in. I'm trying to see why my comments ain't coming up on the screen. Oh yeah, you got some of that crumble samo. Ooh, how is that, David? Is that any good? I was wondering about that. I've got a couple of reviews that are coming soon. You know, now that I know that we're live, Facebook and YouTube's working, let me just get to some of the news. So, if you hadn't heard, we got another product recall, and the information for the product recall is going across the bottom of the screen here in the weed feed. So if you want to learn more about that, you should check your email. You should have received an email from the Board of Pharmacy to let you know. Okay, some Kel's orange soda, yummy, sounds tasty. So yeah, if you live up north and you purchase some of this product from GTI Ohio, like I said, look at the product IDs that are going across the bottom of the screen, and if your number matches, you need to be taking it back and getting your money back. Yes, you do. So if you got any of that stuff left over, you definitely want to take it back. So that's the other thing. Just want to remind everybody that we are still hosting the weekly Zoom meetings every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. You do need to RSVP on my website, OhioCannabisLive.com. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that real quick right now so you'll understand how to do it. So here's my website, OhioCannabisLive.com. And you're going to go down to the bottom here. And you're going to see where it says Events. You're going to click RSVP. And what that's going to do is that's going to show you the next meeting. And all you got to do is click RSVP one more time. And you'll... I don't know why they have all these extra RSVPs. I'm going to try to eliminate these. But then when you get to RSVP, type in your name and your email address. And as soon as you do this, you'll receive an email with the Zoom link in there. So that's all you got to do from that point. And then you'll receive a email reminder. Even though the scheduled time is 7:30 to 10:30, you don't have to be there at any specific time. You could come anytime during that time from 7:30 to 10:30. But after that time, the meeting may be over. Sometimes we go past 10:30, sometimes we don't. It just depends on how everything's going. I just want to let you guys know I've been feeling that great, so I've been kind of behind on everything I wanted to do, and you know, this won't be a long 420 live like normal. It'll be a little bit shorter. So anyway, so that's how you do that. So every week, the new meetings will be on there. We do also have a meeting on there for women on Tuesdays, just called Ladybuds, and you will still need to RSVP. So anytime we're doing the Zooms, if you really want to come, you have to RSVP. And I'm telling you, the Saturday meeting is where it's at, because that's the meeting where you can talk to the patient advocate, Robert Kowalski. And I would encourage you to come this weekend, because he did have a meeting with the Board of Pharmacy. And this is not the same thing that went on with the hearing. This is a separate meeting that he had. And we did make some progress. So we will be going over some of the progress that we made with the Board of Pharmacy tomorrow at 7:30 at the hearing. So if you want to hear what happened, you'll need to be on time, because we're going to start that part first. So if you want to hear what happened with the patient advocates meeting, Board of Pharmacy, that was just this week, you need to come to the meeting tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. and you do want to be on time for that part of the meeting. So I still don't understand why you guys' comments aren't coming up on my screen here, so sorry about that. Don't know exactly what happened there. Hey, Hippie Smiles. It was all flour. Yeah, it was basically shake. Yeah, it was, you know, we're trying to just figure out if it was Woodward flour or if it was just some flour that GTI had grew and was just their trim that they had. But I don't think GTI has a cultivation license. I think GTI only has a processor license. And that's my understanding of the situation right now. But yeah, it was all flour. Yeah, it's driving me nuts here that this thing isn't working. So it says connected, automatically display queue limit. Yeah, I don't know why it's. Yeah, that's the right thing, and yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'll close this out and go back in. Let me see. To restart it, maybe. Okay. Hey, how is that? How you like that grapefruit sour dream, Nuke? Is that pretty good? We still not getting pop-ups. What is the dealio? Okay, and that's old. So yeah, I don't know. Blooming, this was all natural. I don't know. They're sending me some email from Bloom Medicinals. Yeah, 20% off Grow Ohio products Friday and Sunday. So if you shop at Bloom Medicinals, it's 20% off from the 19th to the 21st. Yeah, it says trigger overlay. Yeah, overlay 3. No, 4. That should fix it. We'll see. No. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry I was distracted by that one issue. How is my weekend? Well, I'm in a lot of pain right now, so and my show started off kind of wacky, unreasonable and unlawful. So all this is really saying is that we should have been able to comment at that hearing. And so after the hearing, I did receive an email from the director of communications there saying, you know, they apologize for us being muted or whatever. However, one of the people that watches our videos here was able to get some questions in there, but as we saw, they were kind of like in shock and didn't answer the questions or respond in a way that was meaningful or helpful at all to anyone. So that is one thing that happened there. But all these different little ORC codes for different parts of the program and the rules. The one I want to focus in is on the number of dispensary provisional licenses. That's the one I want to focus in on. So, you know, what I want you to be able to do, everybody, is to study that rule. So what I've done today is, first off, let's look at that rule specifically so we can understand what that rule really means. So the rule is 379662-05, number of dispensary provisional license. And until September 8, 2018, in consideration of ranking of patients applicants in accordance with section 379610, Ohio Revised Code, and this chapter, the state of board of pharmacy may issue up to 60 dispensary provisional licenses. Okay. And I've got some numbers, but I need to get a better documentation. So I'm going to have the numbers together, but I know that there are at least 3 dispensaries that are not open that should be open. And we talked about that in another video, and we won't dig into that today. But I'm going to leave this up here for a minute so you can kind of read over it. But this is one of the codes that was listed in that hearing notice. And so what I did was, you know, to make it really easy for people, first of all, I want you to understand what you're writing in about, so you don't just send in a comment about home grow or something else, because this has nothing to do with this code. But this is just one thing that we can kind of do to try to participate in the process and have comments heard. And so what it pertains to is, if you think you need a dispensary in your area, this code and this change affects you, because you know, they're talking about a lottery. I'm not quite sure all the details and ins and outs of how that works. That may be good, that may be bad, but this, to me, I never win the lottery, so it doesn't sound good to me, because I never win the lottery. However, it's important that we take time to understand this code. And like I said, I read it right to you, up to 60 licenses. And we all believe that 60 dispensaries would not be enough to cover all the counties. I think there should be at least 1 dispensary for every county. What they've been doing is dividing it up into regions. So there might be the Northwest, the Northeast, the Southwest, and the Southeast, for example. And, you know, Northwest area might have 10 shops up there. Northeast, they might have 18 shops. Southwest, 17 shops. And Southeast, 15 shops. So, you know, there are dispensaries that should be open that are currently not open for a variety of reasons. Someone's been telling me this story about a Fireland Scientific dispensary that is repurposed Burger King up in Huron, Ohio, but nobody knows anything about his progress of it being opened or anything. And with the hearing that we had, it didn't appear that there was going to be any useful information. So in order for you to be able to submit a comment, you need to follow through by sending an email to the correct email address. So what I did is on my website, hold on a second, show you, get back to this page here. On my website, Ohio Cannabis Live, you can go down to this second row of things here, and it'll say submit comment for rule changes. And when you hit send email now, what's going to happen is you're going to see, depending on whether on your phone or a computer, it'll automatically open up your email, whatever email you use. So you don't have to know any technical special stuff here. But it's already going to give you the subject. It's already going to give you the comment with the subject line with the particular rule that we're talking about, which is the number of dispensary provisional licenses awarded for the state of Ohio. So all you need to do right in here is fill in the blank of what you want to say. Make it short, sweet, and professional, and make it very direct and straight to the point. Don't rant. Don't spend a lot of time on it. You know, whether your statement is, I have to drive 2 hours to get to a dispensary and I need more dispensaries near my area, period, or I'm tired of waiting in line at dispensaries because there's not enough dispensaries available to service my community. I mean, try to make it 2 or 3 sentences as to reason what your comment is. And then if you would like to write testimony in here, put in there, you know, this is my testimony, and tell your story about why you think we need more dispensaries than just 60. Because you've already looked at the code, and the code says there's 60, and you know that we don't have 60 dispensaries open right now. I can assure you that for sure. And so even under the current code, all the dispensaries aren't open. So we haven't even maxed out what they allotted us to have. So it's very important that we take action now. We cannot delay on this. This can't be something where you sit on it and never do anything. And I know you might be afraid to put your name in the email and everything, but they already got your email because you're a patient in the program. So you don't need to hide from them. They already know who you are. We have to be unified in our messages here. And everything we do can't be about home grow. It just simply cannot. We have to focus in on the things that they're focusing in on so we can get those things changed. You know, and as you saw, there is a bill already been introduced for home grow. However, unless you're speaking to your local lawmakers, it's not going to go anywhere in the legislature. You have to have people on board. And the only way we can get them on board is to educate them about this program, about this medicine. If we're not educating them about this program and about this medicine, they are simply on the same information that they already know. So, you know, I don't know why my comments ain't coming up. I'm gonna have to contact my software company about that. But I can still what you're saying. You see, I can still see what you're saying, Michael Wolf and Mean Beans. And you're right. We have to come together. Really, and that's what we've been doing with these weekly podcasts, the Zoom meetings, and we have to keep going. And like I said, you know, if we don't keep getting the word out, hey, we're going to have these meetings. I need to start seeing y'all at the meetings. I don't expect you to come on the screen and come on camera, but at least come in there and listen, because then you'll get the information. I simply cannot text message and post on every social media platform and repeat everything that happens at these meetings. People keep wanting me to give them a summary of what happened and what this and that other. I can't do it. I cannot do it. If you want to know what's going on with the program, I expect you to be at the Zoom meeting. If it's that important to you that you want to know what's going on and what you might be able to do, then every Saturday at 7:30 p.m., I'm going to be there. The patient advocate going to be there. Other patients are going to be there that care. And the Ohio Medical Cannabis Patient Advisory Board, they're going to be there too. So all of us are in there. And whoever else would like to come in there and put positive information in there, that's fine. Like I said, we can set up a whole committee of people to work on home growth specifically, but at the same time, I just think that we have to make sure we get our priorities in order. And right now, our program has issues that are unresolved. We need to figure out what they're going to do about this tier 1, tier 2 system. It's supposed to be eliminated. Why isn't it eliminated yet? They already voted for it to be done. I have the evidence on my website. You can go back and watch and vote on it. It's already done. Why isn't this happening? You know, so there's a lot of questions that patients want answers to. And the only way we're going to get them answers is for us to come together. Yes, the meeting is tomorrow. Absolutely. At 7:30 p.m. every Saturday. You don't even ask me anymore when is the meeting. It's every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Make a repeat reminder in your calendar on your phone right now. You might not come to every meeting, but at least you come to some meetings, and then at least you have an opportunity to come in. If you have a weak internet signal, you can still dial in with a phone number as well. So if you need that availability, we can make sure that you get the phone number to dial into the call, into the meeting. So don't worry about having internet. Don't worry about having an app. Don't worry about having space on your phone. Don't worry about none of those things, because none of those things matter. Only thing matters is you being a part of us in this organization of the cannabis community. That's what matters. Doesn't matter about anything else. I am just so, you know, to the point where it's like we have to see action. We can't keep letting it just be the same loop of confusion and lack of coordination with the program. We have to really start addressing the issues the way that we're supposed to through however the legal process is. And the first step is to make comments on proposed rule changes that we will be affected by. And I think this is a good starting point for us to do this. Yeah, we don't know. We still don't know. And I tend to ask again. And that's something I'm gonna bring back up when I talk to Robert Kowalski again. I did talk to him about coming on the show, so you guys could talk to him live in real time out on the channel. So I'm working with him on that. So we'll be doing some videos, and I think there are a few other patients maybe thinking about coming on the show and doing some videos. So it's certainly possible that we might do that. It just really depends on everybody's comfort level. Being on public TV, internet, YouTube, gaming consoles, and everything else is a big deal. And so, you know, the people who have come on here, you know, it's still a big deal, you know, especially being a patient and trying to protect your privacy and making sure nobody tries to like impact your life because you're a patient. And that's something that we don't have no protection over. We absolutely need more education, mean beings, and that's something else that I think the program lacks. Is it lacks a public-facing, government-sponsored education campaign to you know, destigmatize cannabis as a product, as a medicine. You know, how can you promote it as a medicine, but still stigmatize it as a taboo drug that, you know, is bad and illegal? I mean, it's either one or the other. Either it's good or it's bad. It can't be both. Yeah, some of the dispensaries, I will say, some of the dispensaries offer lots of educational material. I will applaud one specifically, Bloom Medicinals. They have given out these little cards with different information about concentrates, terpenes, a variety of things. Standard Wellness also provided educational cards at various dispensaries that you can take in, and I have some of those here. And I think that those are the type of things that the government should be doing. It shouldn't be all up to the cultivators and the dispensaries to do this. This should be government approved, government sponsored material that justifies why the hell we have the program we have. I mean, so, and they can't, because they really did not do a good job of putting all these pieces together. And I just want to let you guys know something I did today. I took another step forward in my effort to try to make something happen with us getting a virtual town hall meeting. Is that, well, two things happened. First off, I had to organize some type of public forum or a virtual town hall meeting that allow patients to be able to address lawmakers about major concerns with the program. So, I mean, like, we keep fighting on. It ain't over. And like I said, it's not going to get done without you guys actively participating in the best way that you can. Because it's tough, man. It really is. And I'm just telling you, as far as my health is going, I'm having a lot of issues, and so it definitely limits my ability to be able to get out and about and to go to places. So mostly anything I'm gonna be doing is gonna be from my house, and I'm having trouble walking and stuff. So I ain't running around too many places like I normally would, but I'm gonna try to get back out there. I do want to tell people publicly. It's my business. I can tell people whatever I want to tell them about my business. But I did sign up to get the vaccine, and you know, even though I did sign up to get the vaccine, I'm still monitoring all the developments about the vaccine and the virus, and I'm also still making sure that I'm speaking to healthcare professionals who actually have gotten the shot themselves, to try to learn more about what the effects are. And I think that I'm still getting a consensus that with the 2 shot, you feel symptoms on the 2nd shot, and on the 1 shot, you feel mild symptoms, and that's it. So, but there's more details as well. You know, also I'll let you guys know, you know, the COVID-19 numbers in Ohio, they still keep going down, which is a good thing. And you know, last 24 hours we had 1,500 cases, new cases. Our death rate, they decided not to give us that no more, but we had 348 people die in the last 24 hours. So rest in peace to those people, and my condolences to their family. And you know, looks like the ICU admissions, that looks like that's a little bit better. That's not as horrible as it was before, but this death number is really still concerning to me. And I can't read the little small red print there about what they're saying, but you know, again, I've always taken these numbers as kind of like a grain of salt, because I know there's so many inconsistencies with the information that they're putting out there. But you know, it's still just a barometer to let us know that we're making progress, but we're not through this yet. So you should still continue to wear a mask and practice all the same safety protocols that you've been practicing before. And you know, I think that it's important for you to take care of any business you can early in the daytime instead of waiting until at night. I see too many people going to dispensaries in the evening, maybe because of their job or their schedules. But realistically speaking, I think that you should try to go to the dispensaries either early in the morning or late in the evening. But it's like, or I'm sorry, not late in the evening, but in the middle of the day, because everybody just comes at the exact same time. Then you get this rush, and it's a long wait, and then the place gets behind. So you know, try to plan it out and try to make it where you know you've got enough to last you for at least a week. You know, I think people may be going a little bit too much. Those sales do kind of bring us out, but you know, if you can minimize the amount of trips you're making there, that will probably help you out a lot. So we'll definitely do some more videos about how to save money. And like I said, I got detoured from that just based on all the things that was happening with the recall. And you know, I know we got some dispensaries that are going to have some name changes soon. So I think that Wapakoneta Eagle is going to be called Verilife, and this is already showing up on iHeart Jane, so I'm thinking that that's something that's going to be happening sooner than later. And the last thing I want to let you guys know before I go today, and I think this will be most helpful, is that if you do go to the state's website, which is, this is it here, they change this a little bit, but if you go down here to the bottom, there's three buttons: patient, caregivers, marijuana businesses, and physicians. And you don't really have to do anything with that, but down here there is sign up for email updates. If you haven't done this, you should do it, because then you can get the updates, the ones that I'm getting. Down here at the bottom, these are some of the information. Like, here is the new published caregiver numbers, so we can look at this and see, you know, what the numbers are. And as you can see, we're up to 244,000 recommendations, 176,000 registered patients, and we got still these very small numbers. Hopefully we'll have some progress on getting more people in indigent status. And I still think this number of veterans is still very low. So I'm not quite sure why. I think there's some issues with veterans and their concerns about them being able to access their pain medication. So that may be something else I'm going to talk to Robert Kowalski about, since he's a veteran. But I think there's some disconnect there. We should have a much larger number of veterans using cannabis there than what they're reporting here. And then the patients with a terminal diagnosis, I feel like that number is extremely low as well. I mean, I guess I don't know how I feel about that number, but I feel like it would be more patients using it than that. But maybe it's just because they're not being recommended, or somebody's not really telling them no, they can do it. I don't know what the disconnect is there. But if you want to go back and look at this information, you can. Also, some people have asked me this before. You can hit their contact button down here, and this will also create. This is a form that you can fill out. You can select topics: the advisory committee, the cultivators, dispensaries, form and method, petition caregiver processors, physicians, testing labs, qualifying conditions. And so you can kind of fill out this form here, and you can say what you need to say here. And this is also another useful way for you to make contact with the Board of Pharmacy about a concern you may have. So I just wanted to show you guys this. It's out here. I can't really tell you how effective this has been in my usage of it, but I think the more people that are aware that it exists and that they can reach out to them, and there's the phone number. People want to know what the helpline number is: 1-833-464-6627. And maybe you'll be able to get some answers. I think the more people that express concerns about things in writing in a professional way, the more they'll start to realize that they really need to take action sooner than later. And I think if we start out with the rule comments, that's a good constructive start for us to do, and that'll allow people to be able to have a participation in the lawmaking process. Cresco owns Sunnyside, and that's the name of their dispensaries. So it only makes sense that they'll get tired of using Verdant and going with their branding, which is the Sunnyside. But well, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all being here, and I will definitely be seeing a lot of you guys tomorrow on Saturday. So I look forward to seeing y'all at the meeting. Don't forget to RSVP tonight so you get the Zoom link. And like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.